What is up?
Oh, are we
Yes,
on?
we are on. We are on.
Wow. Wow. The show must go on.
The
That's what they
show must
say.
go on. We are in the middle of unprecedented times. We know this.
American coup.
This is insane. I spent all day yesterday glued to the TV,
Yeah.
and last night too. I watched Joe
You're
Scarborough drop the F bomb live.
you look like you're in your Antifa bunker.
Well, yeah, I got to protect myself. We're you
Yeah,
know
because
we're kind of outside DC. We're in California. It's a little bit outside DC.
don't tell them, don't fucking I'm not in California. I'm underneath a nuclear silo.
Okay,
MAGA can't find me, bro. They can't find me.
if you're people, this is insane. We are here tonight to make it a little bit better and just take your mind off of everything, because ultimately you can go crazy. You can go crazy with this whole thing.
It's intense.
It's intense.
It's intense. And we debated on not doing the show.
Yes.
And then we thought, we gotta do the show, man. We gotta do the show. It's just hanging out. It's just me and Scheer and a couple special guests.
And it's going to be a blast.
It is going to be a blast. I got to say, Paul, I would like to do what I like to call a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
If I could just, if you don't mind, I have a lot of built up emotions. I'd like to purge them. I'd like to purge it. And I'm not talking about the movie The Purge, where you go on like the crime spree.
Oh man, if that was real, I would totally kill everybody. I mean,
dude,
I'd start families because they're weak.
Oh, me too. I would kill your family so fast. I would kill your family first.
Oh man, to get in that purge, we literally lived through a little bit of the purge yesterday.
We are currently living through the fucking purge.
Oh,
but I would like to do a verbal purge and just get out for 30 seconds. Just get out all of my thoughts about what's going on right now.
Yes.
Would you like to? You want to do it at the same time?
Let's just try to do it right now. We're not going to dwell on this too much in the show, but right now is a chance for us to just get it all out. 30 seconds. I'll time us to really just let it go. On your mark, get set, go. What
Are
the
you
fuck, man?
kidding me right now? This is insane, man.
Everyone
this
is
our
NFL.
country. Are you a fucking idiot?
This is not going to happen.
How
it's not
fucking dumb are you? You fucking redneck.
And we got to
if
call
you don't
it
like
what
the
it
country,
is.
get out of
Okay,
it.
This is
but it's my
systematic
country.
on all levels.
If you don't
These
like
are
it,
insane.
then get out.
Let's
Antifa.
There's a difference between this and that.
Man.
And I'll tell you one thing. I don't fucking Lindsey Graham and his
bullshit. Man, I've had a hard time in the quarantine, and I've taught myself a lot of valuable skills.
I taught myself a piece of garbage. And
I taught myself how to play keyboard.
I'm glad his book's not being punished. I'm glad.
I taught myself.
Get it all out. 20
sex
boom,
whip.
boom.
It is not a sex whip. It's a tactical device.
Bye-bye. You know what? Now we're in charge, motherfucker. Okay, that's time. Whew. Felt good.
A lot of, I'll be honest, I think a lot of my stuff, I kind of lost track. A lot of mine was about the tactical whip.
I heard a little bit of that. I had a little bit of Star Wars in there for me. I was kind of got caught up in Grogu, and
I like that. I thought that was useful. It's like because that is, it's on your mind. It's topical.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get it. People. I see a lot of sex whip. A lot of sex whip in the chat right now.
You motherfuckers. I thought in 2021 that would be old news, No,
and it is back with a vengeance. I mean, well, I saw a majority of people yesterday going to the Capitol with those sex whips. That was really upsetting.
That would have been, that I would excuse if everyone had just charged into the Capitol with a tactical sex whip. That I would let slide.
The Capitol Police were armed with sex whips. That's all they had. We didn't have enough. We just had sex whips.
All we had was sex whips. That one officer that you see backing up, he keeps backing up because he's got that baton. If he had the sex whip, man, he'd be all offense.
Man, it is Paul, a crazy time, and I'm glad to be here with you, and I'm glad to be here with everybody in the chat who is watching along with us tonight.
Yeah, is everybody okay? Okay? If you're not okay, if you are having an especially difficult time, let us know. We'll address your issue. But you know what, man? It's gonna blow over. It's all gonna blow over. We will. We got control now, baby.
I will say this. Can we just say, and I don't know where people fall politically in this group. I would imagine I would imagine that we are all similar. I think that what was truly a bummer about yesterday was the overshadowing of the amazing work that has been going on in Georgia. And that is something that is positive. Right, we're going to bring out a lot of positive stuff, and Daisy Barksdale crew, who has been here since the beginning, right? So I always think it's going to get better, but it feels like it's getting worse. But I also feel like, don't you feel like it's a little bit? Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but a little bit of like the death rattle of a lot of stuff, like that kind of shook the tree. I don't think it's good, but it shook a tree.
Dude, we may have just bottomed out. We may have just hit bottom. Yeah. And now it's all
I hope that is the case. Yeah.
So it could be. I got some good news, Paul. Yeah, we get a lot of fan mail on the show. And if you're not emailing Paul and myself about the show, please do. We'd love to hear from you guys.
We have a Discord, and that's great to get stuff in the Discord. But I like to get mail. Rob likes to get email. I mean, so you send me snail mail. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, you got snail mail.
Wow. I get snail mail.
Yeah. I got emails on my phone, and I always feel like when the shit hits the fan, it's always nice to hear positive things about the show and everything. So I just wanted to share just a couple nice things that people have written to us lately. And this is in no particular order, but okay, this one is from Stevo6969. He says, "Hey Rob, hey Paul, big fan of the show. Love what you guys do.
Love that.
Rob, I loved you in The Descendants, and I love you, man. And I know this much is true on HBO." I could go on and on. I'm looking at your IMDb as I type this. Anyway, Paul, I'm not as familiar with your work.
Okay.
I mostly know you as the co-host of Rob's comedy show on Twitch. Anyway.
Okay. Well,
I've done a lot of stuff. I'm reading, Paul. Thank you. Okay. I wanted to say that you guys have gotten me through a difficult time. The quarantine has been really difficult, and I just found out that I have herpes on my face and neck and all up in my hair. Ooh. So you guys have been
herpes
a real
is the worst. My children had that early on. It's a kid thing. A lot of times, kid thing.
Sorry, Paul. I was just trying to. Sorry. Read. So anyway, just want to say, love you guys. Paul, again, not as familiar with your IMDb. Rob, huge fan, very talented. One of my favorite actors. Curious why you haven't been in an action movie or franchise. Also, do love your new gray hair. I know a lot of people make fun of you because you look like Anderson Cooper and Dr. Drew, but
it's very it's very stream of conscious writing. It doesn't feel like it was.
It's just one. I just
maybe
picked this
they
at random.
Voice memoed it.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I just picked this at random. Anyway, tell Paul to shut the fuck up when you're talking. Oh. And thanks, guys, for the great show. Happy New Year, and God bless America, and God bless baby Jesus.
Okay.
Yep. So that's one I got.
Okay. Well,
I like that, man. I like hearing from people. That was Stevo6969 and at AOL.com.
69. All right.
At AOL. And thanks, Stevo. Thanks for writing this.
All right. Well, I got some email as well, but I got some snail mail here. I'll just read it here.
Whoa, you got a card?
Yeah. I give out my home address in the hopes of getting personally handwritten notes, letters, scented letters from...
Scented?
I would love to get a scented letter. I mean, if you're mailing it, give me a little spray, a little lavender.
A little spritz. Could be cologne, could be perfume, could be
like
bathroom
a Jelly
spray.
Belly perfume. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Jelly
that's
Bellies
nice.
are great.
That is nice.
All right, so I got this one here. It says, "Dear Mr. Scheer," and I appreciate that because obviously,
nice.
It's respectful. You want to
respectful.
It says, "Dear Mr. Scheer, I appreciate everything you do, but I cannot stand by while you co-host a show with a man who revels in false advertising. Okay, so
What?
I imagine that's for you. It says, Rob Hubel claims to be on a show transparent, but everyone on that show is completely visible. What's the deal? I thought it was a show about ghosts. No one has addressed it. Rob is a liar. I don't think you should work with him anymore. That is what that, I mean, that, you know, again, I don't know why they're writing to me to have that, but yeah, what is, they you know, I think they probably just misunderstood. Yeah.
Thank you. First of all, thank you for the card or the letter to Paul. Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take that head on. That's just a simple misunderstanding. Transparent has nothing to do with ghosts. It was not a show about ghosts. That is a common misperception. That show was on Amazon.com. Shout out to Amazon. I don't know if you guys have ever used them. You can order toilet paper. You can order, socks, anything you want. Shout out to Jeff Bezos.
I can find it online. I just want to write that down.
Amazon.com, with an A.
Like the rainforest Amazon?
That's right. Amazon.com.
Okay, got it.
And this was a TV show. They also do TV shows.
Yeah.
And I was on one of those shows. Also, their owner is in the news today, Jeff Bezos, because he is no longer the richest man in the world.
Wow.
He was surpassed by Elon Musk today. So
that's how do we feel about that? Are we sad about that? Or are we,
I will say that Jeff Bezos, I'm not joking, had us for dinner one time. He had the cast of Transparent. Yeah. And so it was just Jeff Bezos and his then wife, I guess, or girl. This was a few years ago. And we had a lovely dinner with them.
Wait. It was the new girl or it was his?
It was the former, I think the
wife.
Former.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was not really prepared to meet him. Like I was just given the address in Beverly Hills and I went to this house. I don't know if I told you this story.
I went there.
Yeah, I went there and met him and it was this house. But the weird thing, and my wife came with me. The weird thing is that the house,
now, you actually brought her out for this. Now you normally have I
normally don't bring her out.
Yeah.
I normally will not. She's normally in her large padded cage.
Right.
It is a cage.
And by the way, it is, and I'm glad you said padded because I think when people
padded,
keep her in a
padded.
cage, that seems...
I keep her, it's padded. No, it's padded. I just don't want her, it's for her safety. I don't want her to run away. But we went there to this house, but the house, he doesn't live in LA, I don't think. So this was just like it seemed like an Airbnb or something. I mean, it was a gigantic house in Beverly Hills,
right.
But all of the furniture seemed like when you go to look at a house, if you're house shopping and you go to look at a house and it's all like rental furniture,
yeah.
That's what it was. It was all like the beds had like no sheets on it. It was like, because we walked around and we were like, no one lives here. Like, this is not a house. So I don't know whether he just was coming to LA for the week and doing meetings in this house. But anyway, that's my adorable story about Jeff Bezos.
But hold on. Do you remember, and I won't mention names, but we went, people were asking, they just got here, who we were talking about. We were talking about Jeff Bezos. Do you remember, and I won't mention even the...
I say Bezos. You say Bezos. I say Bezos.
Oh, I say Bezos. I say Bezos, but I say Bezos to make sure that you and I are in agreement. Like it's a litmus test.
Yeah.
I won't mention the type of entertainment.
So you say Bezos to test me? Yeah. Is that what you said?
Just want to make sure that you were, because I got to make sure that you know, and now that you do, I can be like, all right, that story wasn't bullshit. I won't talk about the profession this person was in, but I hope, Rob, you will remember this. Do you remember going to a dinner party at a very successful person's house, and they clearly were keeping their partner away from us, like in a back house, and like we were being brought around, and the partner was like by the pool and had to scurry inside. Like, do you remember that at all?
Can you give me a hint?
The house was from the house.
Well,
was
what
from
is
a
your
famous movie?
Okay, well, what is your story?
Just it was a weird thing to have a dinner party and not acknowledge that there was another person in the house that was clearly like someone that you were in a romantic relationship with, but it was also like scurrying. It wasn't like, oh, hey, and this is so-and-so and they're here and they're going to be in the back house tonight. You know, it was just, it creeped me out to feel like there was something going on behind. It was too small of a house to have someone scurrying behind the scenes.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
One night we should do all of our best stories, like the time where we got fucked up with Russell Crowe.
Oh my God. Great times.
That was when we just got out here. Anyway,
gosh.
we'll tell that another time.
We'll tell that. That's a good one.
We get to our first guest.
Yeah, let's bring up our first guest. So,
let me set it up. Should I set it up at all?
Sure. Molly is going to be kind of letting people in, and she'll be. So Molly, I'll tell you when to bring this guest in. But so introduce him.
Yeah, well, Paul and I are trying to keep things light tonight and just trying to, just fucking distract from the insanity and everything. But we did, there are a lot of people on Twitter and everything that are trying to ID all of these rioters from yesterday.
Yeah, the FBI is like, if you have any information, like, let us know. Active investigations are going on. Yeah,
so we contacted this one guy who we saw and we were like, oh, I think we know who that guy is. And so, he was at the Capitol rioting yesterday, or attempting to riot.
Attempting.
So let's bring him on and see, and we'll just talk to this guy and figure out what his deal is.
Yeah.
I saw him there. He was on CNN. I saw him.
Yeah. I mean, he was trying to get in here.
He was on. I saw just little clips of him around. I saw him on Fox. I saw him on MSNBC.
Oh, I think here he is. Oh,
there he is.
Oh boy.
There he is.
Hey man. Oh boy.
How's it going, Neil? How you doing, buddy?
Oh man, yeah, that was a day yesterday. We got most of what we wanted. We didn't get everything.
Okay. Well, first let me ask you, what did you get? Because
what did you get?
A hard time with this. Like, what was the plan?
We got in. That was the plan. The plan was get in the door and, make our voice heard. And I mean, I wanted to show, that they couldn't keep us out, that the,
did you get in? You actually got in?
Well, that's the thing, everybody's saying there was no security, but there was a lot of security. I found, they stopped me pretty cold in my tracks, honestly. A lot of people got in.
You got arrested or what happened?
No, the security measures, the deep state security measures they had set up stopped me from actually making it through the.
What were the deep state security measures?
The gate.
It was. You were saying the gate, but you were kind of going like the little
gate that's like the 3 foot tall gate.
The metal one, like the ones that you put a bike in. The ones that you'd like park a bike's wheel through that goes up to about.
I mean, everybody else got around that.
A few people did. Yeah. A few people climbed it. I wasn't able to get my total heft over it.
So you got stopped by essentially like a bike stand that was near the Capitol building.
So did a lot of people.
Really?
No. If you go and you watch the footage, like I would say 100% of people, once the doors got broken and the glass got broken, everybody got in.
Right. Well, that's the doors. I mean, that was up the further countermeasures. I mean, eventually people pushed the gate out of the way and I was able to sort of hoof my way behind everybody else and make it.
Were you so you did get in?
Or did you
I didn't get, I mean, well, yeah, but after the gate's the steps, for Christ's sake.
Wait.
Huh?
I was pretty winded from trying to hump myself over the gate a couple of times. And I was just going to go home, but my e-scooter was gone. I had taken a little e-scooter over that I'd rented, and I was going to get back on it and just call it. But then when my scooter, it got tipped or somebody took it, or somebody else rented it. I don't know.
Okay. I will say that, I was at the Capitol protesting about a year ago, different situation.
Right.
And I was arrested on those Capitol steps.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for your service.
Not a big deal. Maybe it's like 30, 40 steps. I mean, it's not like the Rocky steps and, it's not that high, I guess is what I'm saying.
Well, it was a lot. I got partially up the way, and I just took a little break, and I sat down, and I had an energy drink. I heard everybody kind of keep going, and then I got kind of, people just. I'm just a magnet for people kind of tipping, So I was sitting on the step, and then people were kind of shoving me back, and
made it to the steps, and you kind of just got.
Well,
stuck.
I had to take a break about halfway up, and then I went back down the steps, and then I got stopped at the same gate, but on the other side.
Okay, so let me just sort of imagine this. So you took a break, you had an energy drink, you must have gotten some energy to get back up the stairs, right?
Right. Well, yeah, I had scooted down a couple stairs, and then I saw somebody with a similar scooter to mine, and I kind of flagged him, and then I went back to the gate where the cops were going away from the Capitol, and then that same gate stopped me again right there, and I couldn't hump myself back over it. So then I turned back down, and I went back up the steps, and I got most of the way up the steps, but then I saw the people climbing the wall, and I said, come on, what am I?
Right.
Super
Mario, Superman, Super Mario.
I don't think Super Mario is not known for climbing walls. I mean, just like Spider-Man, maybe.
Donkey Kong.
Super Mario hops up the.
Yeah, he hops.
Yeah,
Paul.
He hops on the flag.
Yes, Paul.
I mean, he hops.
Down
He's
the flag.
but Mario isn't climbing.
But Super Mario hops up steps and then gets to the castle. Okay. He slides down a flag into the castle.
I mean, I guess Neil. Because of Mayor Bowser, there is a connection in DC.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of connections to a lot of things. That's
Paul, you're assuming everyone knows all of the names of all of the characters in the Mario world.
Well, Mayor Bowser is the mayor of Washington D.C., and Bowser is one of the prominent, if not the main villain in the Super Mario universe. Or maybe I just know that because my children have been inundated with toys.
That's just one of the connections between yesterday and the deep state and the real elite of the country who are controlling everything secretly.
So Neil, I got to just drill down on some of this conspiracy stuff because honestly, dude, like I'm trying so hard to keep up with it, but like, what is the latest on the conspiracy of like I'm just curious. I'm not judging you. But
we'll all find out on January 6th.
No, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday.
That was
yesterday.
Yeah.
That was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh. There was supposed to be a very big revelation, this evidence that was supposed to come to light. Everyone was like, January 6th has been building up this day.
That's what I've been saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but in your own mind, take January 6th out of it. What do you think happened with the election? Why are you so upset? Like, clearly it was just, you didn't win. I mean, am I wrong?
The problem is that every state has a different way of counting votes. And if they go the wrong way, then maybe they should have counted the votes the way the other state did. And that's what we're saying, is that if you counted it differently and you hadn't had the rules be what they were when they were voted on, then our man would have come out on top.
All right, so let me get this straight, because I think actually you're explaining it in a way that I have not actually heard really succinctly said. So you're basically saying your theory is, if they were to have manipulated the votes in some way to, take some votes away, then Donald Trump would be the president.
I'm just saying that the deck was stacked against Trump the same way the deck was stacked against the protesters yesterday. Mail-in ballots is like the little gate. The steps is like not being able to get the word out to people. The coronavirus is the wall. The deck is stacked. Sense. The people in charge are stacking the deck against Trump the same way every single staircase that I encounter in my day-to-day life is stacked against me.
I will say this. The attempt was successful. People got up. I mean, people are climbing scaffoldings, climbing the wall, going through windows, breaking into offices, literally getting on scaffoldings. Like, it seems to me that you pretty much lived in about a 15-foot radius of the Capitol. Like, you just kind of went from the bike stand to the stairs, back to the bike stand again. Yeah. How did you get home?
E-scooter.
Yeah, he said that, Paul.
I got that.
Sorry.
I eventually did. It was, I got it. I did get somebody else to call an e-scooter because my phone was dead too by then.
You should have.
Neil, let me ask you this, Neil, and I don't mean to draw any parallels to 9/11 or whatever unnecessarily, but did you ever have any plans to use your e-scooter in the attack of the Capitol? Like if you got up enough speed, did you think that maybe you could
I was expecting some kind of ramp or some kind of option for me being able to like a ramp option to get myself up up somewhere. I mean, I stand by what people did. I have a lot of New Year's resolutions, as I'm sure you do, and a lot of people do. And I expected to be able to.
What
you got to be able. You got to be able to walk upstairs.
Whoa. Paul, we got to get into these resolutions.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course.
You can't come on this show and fucking drop that you have a lot of New Year's resolutions and not share a few of them.
Well, sure, we all do. I was gonna try and get the Presidential Medal of Fitness in 2021.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Well, I was going to if it had been Trump, but it's just another way. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of Trump supporters who, like me, maybe they've gotten a little older, maybe in quarantine,
right?
They've gained a little bit of weight, and they were waiting for a Trump victory, and they were all going to get on the same page and try to do an adult Presidential Medal of Fitness for Trump, and that's just something that Biden's not going to do.
By the way, does Trump actually even have I know that Ronald Reagan had Arnold Schwarzenegger. Does Trump have somebody in charge of physical fitness?
It's him.
Oh, it's him.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, wow.
When I was a kid in elementary school, I went to public school, and you every year had to do a fitness test, and if you got to a certain level, it was called presidential. I got presidential. If you could do 5 pull-ups, you would get presidential. You would get the award, and I got it when I was in 5th grade or something. But is that what I'm sorry, is that what you're talking about? That's like a kid's thing,
right? But for adults.
So you'd be that Trump would bring it back, but for adults.
But they would, yeah. And that was part of Trump's secret 25-year-old plan that he only told 4 people. And we were all going to find out about it when? January 6th.
All right. Look, dude, you sound fully invested in all of these conspiracy theories.
Can I ask him one question?
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the outfit that you were wearing. Because I looked at the pictures online, and it seemed like you just took a lot of Marvel Avengers, it seemed like promotional material for the Marvel movie Civil War, the Captain America film, and you just kind of put MAGA over the Marvel, and that was it just felt like you were kind of appropriating Marvel, or it was I just wanted to kind of talk about that. Are you a comic book fan, or you just found anything that said Civil War on it?
I used to work at a movie theater, and when they fired me, which was back when the Civil War movie had just come out.
Oh, okay.
I cleaned out all the cardboard and all the big flaps and stuff. Yeah, so that's what I had.
Because it was weird. Because it was just almost like red packing tape over Tony Stark's face, and that said Trump, and and then there was another one over. But it was. I guess what I'm saying was it was. I guess in theory it was an interesting idea, but it was kind of just a lot of tape on your shirt. Kind of just solidifying who.
Well, Trump is Captain America and Tony Stark rolled into one guy, and they don't fight.
All right. Hey, dude, why did you get fired from
616? That's the.
Huh?
People are saying MAGA 616. 616 is the world in which Marvel takes place. So MAGA 616.
Why did you get fired from the movie theater?
I brought a gun.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ! What? You brought a gun?
I just brought it.
Okay.
I just brought it. I just had a gun.
All right. Dude, I'm curious, watching some of the footage from yesterday of the guys that did get in.
Oh, yeah.
There's a picture of the guy that stole Nancy Pelosi's lectern, her podium.
Yeah.
And then there's a picture of a guy in Pelosi's assistant's office with his feet up on the desk, and he wrote "We are not going away."
Yeah, could have been me.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. So where would you have gone? Is in your mind, had you have gotten into the building, did you have a plan? I just wonder who you were pissed off at, or whose office did you want to take down?
I was going to go to Elizabeth McCullough's office, the Senate parliamentarian.
I don't even know who. I don't know. I don't know who
Her
that
office
is.
did get trashed. Her office got trashed and got trashed good. And if I were there, I would have seconded that motion.
Wait, the Senate parliamentarian. I've never really even heard this person as being like kind of a lightning rod for any sort of, really any sort of jurisdiction or anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, she really thinks she's hot stuff, and she has since she was in high school doing Model UN.
Oh, wait a second. Hold on. So you know
What?
you know her?
Know her? Yeah, you could say I know her. Yeah, she went to St. Elizabeth's High School, and she, you really used to mop the floor with us. And she made a real bad call on me one time, saying that something that I was going to do for Model UN was against one of the accords from the mid-'60s that nobody even gives a shit about anymore.
Wait, what were you going to do?
And I lost the point. Huh?
What were you going to do?
Well, I was representing the country of Chad.
Yeah.
Go Chad, MAGA.
No,
And,
that's not. That's not. It's Chad is not. Yeah.
Go Chad MAGA.
It's not.
Chad.
Not really. Yeah. Kind of confirm.
Yeah. So I was representing the country of Chad, and we weren't going to get on board with one of the brand new aviation rules that people were setting back then.
Yeah.
We weren't going to let people.
Right, this is really in the weeds. Yeah, sure.
Fly
Yeah.
into Chad.
Well, we weren't going to let people fly into Chad and speak English. We were going to have people speak the
Oh,
Chad
you were
language.
already doing this in high school, man. You already
Jeez,
have it.
man.
This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy is fucking
All right, wait, can I
hardcore.
ask-
But somebody did. They trashed her office. You can see the video of it online. They went in and they trashed the parliamentarian's office. All her precious papers and her rules on the floor.
But so you said that you wouldn't even have the courage to do that. You would just second it.
Yeah, I would have gone and said, I approve.
Oh,
All right, let me ask you a question because a lot of people in the chat are asking about this.
Scheer, this guy sucks, man.
Now, look, obviously, I'm glad that he's here and willing to chat about it, and legally he can't be prosecuted because according to what I
He
see
didn't
here in
get
front of
in.
me, you didn't even
Yeah.
get to the trespassing
He
part.
did not get in. He didn't get in. He
Yeah.
cannot be prosecuted.
But I will say this.
Put a hurt on the gate.
I will say this. Here's a question for you. When you were there, did you see, Rob? Do you have that item with you?
Oh yeah, let me get it. I do have it. Hold on.
There's been
Give
a
me
lot
one
of talk
second.
about the weapons that were on display, and I just wanted to kind of just see if you saw this weapon. And Rob is gonna bring it in here, so I'm just gonna bring that in here. Oh, he keeps it in a big bag here. This is don't get too excited about it. Here it is. Pulling him in now.
I'm back, guys. Sorry.
Okay, check
What's
this out. So
racist
did you see
piece of
this at
shit
any
talking
point?
about? Yeah. So Neil, this is a what's called a tactical whip. It is it's a self-defense weapon that a lot of DC police, Capitol Police should have been using yesterday. Now, I will tell you that I have one of these in my house for my own self-defense. And Paul and a lot of people on this show make fun of me because the handle looks kind of like a dildo, they say.
It looks like a sex whip is what we think. And
yeah, so a lot of people say that what I did was I bought a sex whip instead of a defense weapon. So what Paul wants to know, I think, is were any of the DC police using the tactical whip?
I didn't see anybody with that, but you know what that does look like is about 2/3 of my friends are furries, and that looks like one of those furry tails.
Thank you. Exactly. Yeah.
No,
The
see,
plug goes
Paul,
in the
no, it's not.
You
No,
put the big bushy foxtail on the wire there, and it,
no,
sort
it's
of
not.
makes-
It's not something that you put in your asshole.
Yes.
And then the rest of it hangs out as.
It doesn't
a
have to be in
tail.
your asshole. You can squeeze it tight between your legs under your balls.
See, man,
he knows too much about it. He knows too much
this is
about
the
it.
kind
I
of
got
thing.
Two of my roommates are furries.
Wait, well,
how many
that's good.
roommates?
So you
How many
actually-
roommates do you have?
Yeah.
I have 6 roommates.
Oh
And
my
where? And
God.
can you say where you live?
Elkton, Maryland.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So it was and are you all of like-minded politics wise, or are you the oldest, the youngest? Where do you kind of fall in the group here?
I got a few people kind of to the right of me. I'm probably I'm middle. One of the furries,
Okay.
he's a big panda bear. He's 67 years old.
Oh, Jesus.
And
wow.
one of the furries is he's the fox guy that I was referring to. He's a
Oh,
little
right. Yeah. Okay.
blue fox, and he's 23, and they hate each other.
Wow. So, dude, look, obviously, there are you know, now they're going to be looking at all the video of all of these rioters and stuff like that. And I got to say, you're lucky that you did not get in because you weren't in physical shape to actually breach the barrier, I guess. But are you worried about any of your friends, any of the other guys you know? Are you friends with the guy with the Viking horns and the fur and
Viking horns? Yeah, I know him. It was actually my idea to put the second horn on the helmet. So,
he was going to go with one horn.
Yeah, on the Discord, we're all on a Discord chat, so we chat a lot ourselves.
Yeah, it seemed like it was kind of planned, but again, it just seems like it was to get in was kind of the end result, right? I mean, that was it.
Yeah, get in, take some selfies.
A lot of selfies there. It seemed like a lot of people were just really trying to get the selfies there. It seemed like a very Instagrammable moment.
Yeah, that was most of it. That was most of it. Like, I mean, what are we going to do? Steal? What are we going to pass? Get a quorum together, and
because I did read some of the stuff that was on that chat was that you guys just watched that movie with Nicolas Cage where he's stealing the Declaration of Independence a lot. Like that was a lot of the research that you were doing on
National
this.
Treasure?
National Treasure.
Yeah, we were all watching it together and just sort of commenting on it and saying we could do this. And we said, well, what should we steal? And we debated it for a little while, and then we just decided to go in and take some pics for the lulls, and then spend the rest of our lives in jail. Was the plan?
Shit, dude.
Not a good plan.
Such a weird plan. Such a weird dude.
Yeah, but you'll see, because this is just one little cog in a bigger machine.
Oh, okay. So let's drill down on that, because that I keep hearing that. And that, I got to say, makes me nervous, like when I hear that there might be more shit coming, like I got to just ask, like, what kind of stuff is in the works? Is it more stuff in DC? Is it going to be, larger scale?
Like you're just kind of like
going to be all over the country, or what?
State legislatures, the Capitol, the underground tunnels that these people are using.
But what are you going to do? Are you going to, these are vague statements. Like, are you talking about
out on the big day?
When?
Is there another big day?
Are you sure yesterday was January 6th?
Yes. Dude,
I was
positive. Look on your computer right now. It'll say on the set, there's a toolbar, and it'll have your calendar.
I know it was popping a thing out before. It was saying today's the day. It was giving me all these alerts. Today's the day that all the truth comes out. Today's the day that the elites pay for what they've done to this country. Today's the day that we found all the kids in the tunnels, and all those alerts are one day old. Because again, yesterday I was at the thing and my phone's dead. So, you bring the phone back and then you get all the alerts.
Yeah, you get all the, it's like you miss all the.
Yeah. Where are you? Are you in here? I see you at the window. You're still at the gate. Why are you waving? Who are you waving at? That's not your scooter. I got all those texts later on. We're in. Where are you? We're in the parliamentarian's office. We need somebody to second the smash.
Can I ask about this plan that you had where, and I know this is, I don't even want to bring this to light because I feel like it is actually, I don't want to put more of a spotlight on it, but was there a plan to do a switcher? I read there was supposed to be a switcheroo where you're going to take Pence and swap him with Giuliani and hope that no one would know the difference. So like the new Trump presidency would have like a Giuliani and a higher level of office. Was that part of the plan?
Sure. What? Yeah, that's legal. That's a legal thing. If you can pull a switcheroo on the floor for the president pro tem of the Senate or the vice president acting as president of the Senate, you can get somebody in there and just swap them out. Then
I heard it was something you guys thought if you replace their ties, if you switch their ties, it's a legally binding thing that they're now different people. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. You always hear that. I'm an amateur parliamentarian myself, and you always hear how whoever's the presiding officer in the Senate, they recognize somebody. They go, I recognize my colleague from the state of Virginia. Well, what they're actually recognizing is the tie. Yeah. They don't, when they say they're recognizing something, they're actually recognizing the neckwear that the people have on. So if you get the neckwear switched onto somebody else, they have no choice.
This is
under the 12th Amendment except to recognize.
This seems like a bad plan all the way. I mean, I don't even want to say I'm glad that you're okay.
I think we got to cut this guy loose. We got to cut him loose, Paul. It's just like it's the sort of thing where I want to. It's a weird thing because like you do want to. try to connect with the other side and try to like make peace. But then when you meet a guy like this who's just such a fucking like, what are you talking about, man? Like your theories.
I'm talking about the wave that's going to come crash on you and everybody you know in your comfortable,
you keep on saying
liberal,
you keep on saying the cogs and waves.
Life.
E-scooters, you're the one that uses e-scooters.
Out of necessity. The gasoline ones, they don't sell anymore.
All right.
And everyone likes lattes, motherfucker. Everyone. Like, that's not a liberal thing.
Not the kids.
Okay.
This is,
right.
this is upsetting. This
the
is
kids,
really,
the kids.
Really upsetting. I thought.
All right. So what are you gonna do? Let me ask one more question. What are you gonna do when they go into the tunnels and there are not kids? There are no tunnels. There are no stolen kids being trafficked by Democrats. What then?
That's for us to know and you to find out.
No,
Jan 6.
No.
January 6th was yesterday.
Yesterday, man. It was, and you know what? And I read online that you bought a bunch of those like storage lockers thinking you were going to buy kids to prove everybody wrong, but you've just gotten thousands of dollars into debt just buying tons of these storage lockers from, I don't know, was it Wayfair or whatever it was where you...
Sure. Well, people think storage lockers are useless, but people used to think Bitcoin was useless. And look at that. So...
All right.
A couple of years, empty storage lockers. In a couple of years, empty storage lockers could be worth $40,000 a piece. No. And then who's going to be laughing?
No one. All right.
Oh my God, this guy
when I'm rich, I don't laugh.
This guy is making me so mad, man.
All right. Yeah. This is really upsetting, and you know what? And I'm glad that the coup failed.
We'll see.
We'll see on what?
We'll see.
January 6th?
The jury's out. The jury's out.
The jury's not out, dude.
Jury's
the
out.
Jury's
We'll
not
see.
out. Okay.
God. There's little gates and a couple of stairs and a wall. Can't keep everybody out. Just
what kept you out? It kept you out.
Me, yeah. But not people like me. Well, not that much like me. People who think somewhat like me, but who aren't like me in some other important ways.
So vague, so rambling. The worst representative. He's the worst representative, dude.
Let me just guess. Can I just guess really quick? You don't have to put them on, but do you have wraparound like sunglasses? Is that the kind of sunglasses that you wear?
Yeah.
I bet he does.
He
does.
I left him on my last scooter.
People, I mean, that's actually the worst place to leave those wraparound sunglasses because they're going to get stolen. I mean, that's a crowd that wants that. I mean,
half the time, almost every morning, I wake up, I open the little curtains in my apartment, and I look out at the street at the scooter I used yesterday, getting thrown on the back of the truck by the scooter guy, and there are my sunglasses.
No, those are every time I stop rental scooters. Those are rental scooters.
I know, it's just a tick I have because every time I pull up with the scooter, I pull up. And I take my glasses off and I say, what did I miss?
What? That's not even a catchphrase.
Yeah, and by the way,
that's not a catchphrase.
When you were saying you look out your window like this, are you in a basement apartment? People in the chat
want
to know.
Me and the guys. Yeah, me and the guys. We're in a little basement apartment. So I peek
six of you?
You 6 roommates.
Yeah, I got 6 roommates in a big basement 3-beddy.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, dude.
3
just
bedrooms,
because
6 people, 33% of them are furries. This is not a recipe for a hygienic life.
Oh, I guess it's not the type of life that that I could get away with in Washington or DC or LA or the only places you people care about. But in Oakland, Maryland, it's totally normal for 6 people to live in a 3-bedroom basement apartment and have 3 of them be furries and 3 of them be people who, they tolerate furries.
We're not shitting on you because you have to have roommates. We've all had roommates. We're shitting on you because of your I don't know, Paul. I don't
you know what? How about this? I feel like you have some anger towards us. You called us elites. Like, maybe tell us, what do you think about us? Like, maybe, are there things that you assume about us? Because I think you kind of think, you kind of have these opinions about elites. So you like things that we do, maybe, or or.
Yeah, sure. You've forgotten what it's like to be men, real men. You live in your comfy chairs and drink your fancy coffees, and you don't remember what made this country great, which is people like waking up at dawn, working hard all day.
Have you ever done that?
Well, I just told you. Every morning I wake up and
let him finish.
Every morning, I told you, every morning, me and Tate the Fox come peeking out of her basement, apartment window and watch the e-scooter man throwing an old scooter on the back of his truck, carting it off to wherever they're going to need him in the morning.
All right, this is, you
people make the life I want to lead impossible with your TV, the internet.
What? What is it that you? I don't even understand with the TV and the internet.
I just want what everybody wants. I just want the good life, America.
You want great. You want
living
cable, fast broadband, 5G, or is that gonna read your mind or track you or whatever?
Already did. 5G already read all your minds, and we hacked it, we cracked it, we've got all the info, and we know what we're going to do when the time comes. When Trump calls for us to fight back, you're going to see a fight like you've never seen before.
You got fucking stuck at the gate. Paul, just cut him loose.
Okay, all right, this is it.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Molly, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. Wow.
God.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm serious, man. Like, I don't want to get political on the show and keep. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about any more politics. But we try to hear the other side. I will say we try to hear what they're upset about, and that's the kind of shit. It doesn't even make sense.
I mean, he was the one talking about like oat milk lattes, right? Wasn't he talking? And he said we're drinking weird coffee. I don't know, Rob. I like this guy. He seems like he's definitely confused. But that is, I'm glad we got to the bottom of that. That, of course,
I want to tell
Casey,
the FBI.
By the way, you can follow Neil Casey.
I want to tell the FBI. Yeah. Tell the FBI. Neil Casey. And how do you follow him, Paul?
You follow him right here. We're gonna pop it up in the chat. You can follow Neil Casey. One of the funniest guys out there. Neil is awesome. He's hilarious. And we love Neil. By the way, Rob, we should tell people we have coming up tonight. We actually have a very special guest.
This is big. This is very, very big.
We have a special guest coming up in a little bit. I'm just going to make sure that he didn't. Okay. Jeff Garlin is coming up in a little bit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so we got Jeff Garlin coming up in just a little bit. But coming up now, when we find the time is right, we thought to get your minds off of this. Let's talk about love. Let's embrace finding love. People right now are in the middle of a pandemic and they can't really connect the way that they wanted to. So we wanted to help people.
And Valentine's Day is coming up, Paul. That's the next big holiday.
Big holiday. Valentine's Day is coming up. So, and we want to make people fall in love like Katherine Heigl and Gerard Butler did in The Awful Truth. Like that's the kind of connections that we're looking for. No, stop now.
Was that the name of the movie, The Awful Truth?
Oh, the chemistry was off the chart. They were so
that's when you think of a romantic movie, that's the movie you think of.
Oh,
Katherine
absolutely.
Heigl
It is it's The Awful Truth. It's the Gerard Butler, Jennifer Aniston movie that involved handcuffs. Then it's the
you haven't seen a lot of romantic movies, it sounds
Hot Pursuit with Sofia Vergara and Reese Witherspoon.
Okay.
And
that you thought that was like a romance. You thought the Hot Pursuit was a romance.
It was unspoken, but it was great. Yeah. So there's a lot of that, that's what I love. I love
your point is that you love love, I love love, we all love love. So Paul and I wanted to take people that have been separated by the quarantine and by physical proximity, bring them together on the show and have a little possible love connection. We've never done this before. And Paul, we should say legally our disclaimer.
Yes.
That what we're about to do, I don't think has been done on a certainly not on a Twitch, definitely
never on
not
a Twitch, never on TV. Completely original idea. Copyrighted right now, everyone. We are going to do a dating. Well, technically, we should just name it and hold the name dating game. We should call it dating game.
A dating game. How about the dating game?
I like that. Okay, so
and this is off the top of my head. I've never even
game. I'm writing that down. By the way, people are correcting me. It's The Ugly Truth. Gerard Butler, Heigl. The Awful Truth.
The Awful Truth was Michael Moore.
Also a Cary Grant movie.
Okay. Yeah. I used to work on a TV show called The Awful Truth.
I actually was sending around a clip of that yesterday. I sent around the clip of you, and it was your piece, right? You brought a gun mascot to a gun show.
Yeah. Did you really send that around to people?
Because I was talking to my buddy who was working on a show, and we were talking about a certain thing. And I was like, you should do a piece that is like this, because what Michael Moore did on that show, and that show is so great. They were like pranks, but they weren't like in your face pranks. It was sort of like these environmental pranks. Like there was a whole thing about people of color getting shot when they were reaching for their wallet. So he was like giving people like changing your wallet for like different items and stuff like that. It was like they would do these like big street scenes.
Yeah, we would go out and we would fuck with people, but in a smart way to try to bring attention to some sort of social issue. But yeah, that was one of my actually that was my first comedy job. Was working for Michael Moore, and I had to dress as a gun. I was in a foam gun.
It's so funny
outfit, and I was literally, I was like 26 or 27, and I was in a foam gun outfit at a gun show, and going around and being a smart ass, making fun of gun manufacturers. But that's funny that you sent that to your friend yesterday, because I was going to post something yesterday. That segment, which no one on here would have seen because it was a long time ago, but we ended up in the Capitol building, and I was dressed as a pink handgun, like it looks like this. And I was a pink handgun. I was called Pistol Pete, and I was running around in Congress in the Capitol building, running from office to office, like fucking with different like congressmen and senators. And I was not arrested at all. Like, if it happened, I will say this: if I was a person of color, I probably would have been killed. That was my point. When I saw the shit happening yesterday, I was like, "This is because it's white people." Did you get in
illegally, or did you just bum rush?
No, we had someone help us get in. Help us get in the building, but then we had to, I had to put on the costume, and I was running around dressed as a handgun, and we got. I mean,
this is before 9/11, right?
It was before 9/11.
Yeah,
it was. It was 2000. It was year 2000. It was 20 years ago, before my hair was gray.
And you'd have to bring in. You'd have to bring in like a big, a big giant gun. It's a giant. It's a
giant. Yeah. We had a secret. We had a secret way into the Capitol. Which I can't talk about.
Okay, got it.
But anyway, my point in all this is that I got away with that and took off the cop. Eventually the cops came. We ran from the cops. Cops, cornered me. I said, wait. I'm not a real handgun. I'm a guy. So I took off the costume, and the cops were like, okay, get the fuck out of here. Blah, blah, blah. So that was before 9/11. And obviously, because I'm white, nothing happened. Wow. I wasn't arrested. I wasn't detained. Anything. We never said Michael Moore. We never said what the show was or anything.
And I'm not humble bragging about it at all. We're going to do this dating game in 1 second. But the amount of resistance that we got from the Capitol Police when we just did like a Greenpeace protest was intense. Like I was in, holding for 6+ hours.
Yeah, I remember you were like promptly arrested.
Yes.
It was taken away. Yeah.
They gave you 2 warnings. And if by the time they didn't give you, by the time they said the 3rd warning, they just arrested people. And I will tell you this much. I saw people, whatever. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just say this. They didn't let you walk down the stairs. And there were some older people with us, and they were handcuffing them on the stairs. And to walk downstairs without having your hand held or having like your balance and having your hands like in cuffs like that was really scary for some older people there. And last year I saw people fucking carrying them by the hand, walking down there.
Yeah.
It's infuriating. Anyway,
different rules for white people.
Yes. All right. So anyway, here is the deal, Rob. The show is called The Dating Game. No one has ever done it before. No one's attempted such a unique, novel idea of turning dating into a game.
Let's explain how this is going to work. Paul has recruited from our chat, from our Discord, right?
Yes.
a single guy,
single man,
three eligible bachelorettes.
Yes.
They have never met before.
Yes.
This is legit. They're going to come on. We're going to do this game show. They're going to ask questions of the bachelor. He will ask questions of them. And then there could be a love connection.
But here's what we're going to do. Because it's the internet, because there's so many things that could go on here, we're not going to force a love connection. We're just going to let it lie. We are not paying for any sort of dates. But if they want to go on a date, Rob and I will both give them a $15 gift card to DoorDash. They can order in whatever they want separately and have a Zoom date. So they have to split that. That's $7.50 each. They can order in from wherever they'd like.
That's too much, Paul.
And they can get on a Zoom and they can do it. So Rob, we don't normally do this. We normally have, when we've done this on stage, we have 3 male suitors and normally a female bachelorette. We're open to any way you want to slice it. But today we had the opposite problem. We have 3 female contestants. We have 1 male bachelor, and we can bring him in right now. I'm going to just
let's meet him. Let's meet him right here.
All right, we're going to bring him in right now. And this is one of our guys on Discord. He goes by Master Twig on Discord, but this is Andy. Everybody, welcome, Andy.
Hey, how's it going, Paul? I'm Rob. It's good to be on here.
We are excited to have you, man.
I'm excited to be here because I have to tell you, my dating life in 2020, it's been rough.
Yeah,
talk to me about that. Like, because I've talked to a lot of my single friends, and there is apparently there are dates happening, right? Virtual dates, or are there meetups? Like, what world are you in? Are you none? Virtual, just conversations, or are you kind of breaking out of your pod and looking for hookups at points?
What I've kind of been doing is, I've been on, name one of the major dating apps. Sure. I've been on it. It was a lot easier back in the summer. Usually, we'd start with the texting back and forth, and then we'd usually have a Zoom meeting, which I actually think that after COVID's over is kind of a great way to do it. It's a good way to, hey, let's have a conversation without the pressure of having to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Stops catfishing, it's great. And then if we felt like we had a good conversation, we would go and we would meet outside. We'd go to a park or something. So that way we can be outside, we can keep distance from people, nice and safe. But, unfortunately, just none of those dates ended up.
Is it hard to connect with the masks on?
A little bit. It's hard to get the feel of, because a lot of it is like you look at her and you get that idea of, is she feeling this? Is she not feeling this? And with the mask on, it's harder to pick up on those cues. It really is.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever been good at that anyway, but
no, but it takes away it's funny because I was thinking about this yesterday. I was like, if I had some time and inclination, you can clearly go online and just dub everybody's voices, especially in the Senate chambers and stuff, because there's really it covers enough of the face that you could make them say or do anything. Like people, when that Mitt Romney video came out this week, people were like, oh, he's dubbed. That's not Mitt Romney's voice. I was like, it was, but it looks like it could be fake.
So what you're saying is that when I'm doing these Zoom date calls, I should wear the mask and dub over someone's voice who's more charismatic than I am.
All I'm saying is there's a chance for a Cyrano kind of situation, like a modern day updating of that, as Steve Martin did in the past. You wear the mask and you have somebody off to the side of your computer feeding you great lines.
Now, Paul, I don't know the rules that we've set up for this. Are we allowed to ask Andy where he lives?
We're allowed to ask Andy where he lives. We're not going to talk about anything in the professional realm, although Andy is an improviser and an actor, right, Andy? You do some shows?
Yes, I do. I'll take the moment right now to plug one of my groups. I'm part of Jester's Comedy Improv here in the Twin Cities area.
All right.
And you go to facebook.com/Jester's Comedy Improv. Then we got a show coming up on Monday.
Paul, no, let's cut him loose.
We can let him plug. We plug
cut
a lot
on
the show. The chat's going wild with the plugs. Jester's Comedy Improv. You can find it. You can follow Master Twig. He's on Discord. You can get him. He'll let you know where it is.
Wait, Andy, what do you mean you have a show? Are you really going to do a show to?
Yeah, I got a show on Monday.
But
Like
is it a Zoom show? Is it a?
Yeah, it's on Zoom. It's on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we've done, Andy, what we should get into this year, right?
Yeah,
But what we've done is Paul has curated 3 eligible bachelorettes that you can meet and interact with, and we'll keep this like the old TV show, the dating game. You can ask questions or whatever. Now,
I will say this just to everybody here in the room. I am new to OBS. That's like a streaming platform thing. I'm trying to make this as easy as I could for myself. I'm already excelling more than I ever thought I could. Here's what I have to do, because I couldn't figure out a way for them not to see you and you not to see them. So what I have done is asked each of our contestants to wear some sort of disguise. They are going to be wearing something to kind of hide a little bit of how they look. They can reveal at the end.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah, so they're all going to be in disguise, but we will find out their real names and where they're from. And they're not acting as a character, but they're kind of hiding that part of themselves.
So Andy, this gives you the opportunity to sort of get a sense of what they're like on the inside.
Yes.
So this is a less superficial version of the dating game.
Yes, and Andy actually has some very good questions that he wants to ask, and we can be here to help. But let's basically do this. This is going to be the only weird moment where we're going to populate our Zoom room now with everybody, and I think it might work the right way.
Should we take Andy out?
No, I think we're going to leave him in because of the way that this all is going to pop up. All right, we got some faces already. This is great. Let's get them all in here. All right, they're all popping in. All right, I love it.
I love it. The Unabomber is here.
This is great.
I love it.
All right.
Yes, Burger King.
Amazing.
And a cat. This is great.
I'm gonna move around the windows really quickly to make it just a little bit easier.
Can I just say, Paul, that in a year when hopefully a couple of these people get married, we are going to be so proud of this.
Oh my gosh,
this is gonna make history.
We have really, truly created something special here. And again, unique. No one has ever done this or thought about this. So
no, this is a brand new concept. We are not going to get sued by the dating game TM. So how do we do this? Do we want Andrew to ask questions?
Well, let's maybe meet our contestants.
Yeah.
All right, because I can't see people's names and I've done a bad job of really organizing these squares, so I apologize for the way this all looks to everybody watching.
Why don't we can I suggest nicknames? Can we do Catface, the Unabomber, and Burger King?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's start with Unabomber first. Unabomber, go ahead, Rob.
Unabomber, would you like to say hello to Andy, please?
Hi, Andy.
Hi, Unabomber.
But do we want to get Unabomber's real name? Because I have some information about them, but I don't know who Unabomber is.
I don't think we want to reveal their real names just because we don't know Andy. Andy could be a fucking murderer. We don't know.
That is true. We're keeping
I do make escape rooms in my basement. So.
See, Paul, he makes escape rooms in his fucking basement.
Wait, is that true, Andy?
That is absolutely true.
Oh my God! All right,
this is terrifying. This is crossed into terrifying.
They're already.
So far, nobody has died. Not one person has died.
All right.
Okay.
All right. We will not give out their real names or their hometowns, but if we do have a love connection, we'll leave that up to
you guys can figure it out yourself, and you can tell us that there was a love connection, and then Rob and I will Venmo you $7.50 each to order from DoorDash, and then you can send the same restaurant. So you'd have to pick a national chain unless you live in the same area. We don't know.
I gotta say, this is a really dumb idea. I hope legally we should have talked to our lawyers. All right, let's meet the rest of our lovely bachelor.
Can I just ask Unabomber one question? Yeah. So Unabomber, you did give me a piece of information about you, but because I don't know who you are, can you tell me that piece of information that you gave me in the Discord about you? Something interesting about you.
I was born in the Philippines and grew up there. Little kid, went to school and stuff, and had platinum blonde hair there. So very, very noticeable.
So you grew up in the Philippines, but you're not Filipino. You all right. So this is all right. Interesting. I like that. So she's cultured. She's from
so mysterious. I gotta say, man, I am engaged in this game show. This is if Netflix does not buy this, they're fucking idiots, because this is a great game. Okay, right. Let's keep going. Should we meet Catface or Burger King?
Catface.
Okay, Catface. Would you like to say hello to Andy?
Hi, Andy. How are you?
Hi, Catface. I'm doing great.
This is so. I'm also sorry if this is demeaning to the ladies. I hope this is not demeaning. I hope this is just protecting your anonymity.
They have provided the looks. They have provided the looks. We are. I mean, and by the way, these are very the Catface. What else would you call it? You know, and Unabomber are the same.
So do we want to know anything about Catface? Catface, what do you...
What is your interesting fact? Catface also gave me an interesting fact.
What's an interesting fact about you, Catface?
The interesting fact I gave Paul is that I used to teach social media to rock stars and rabbis.
Okay. Whoa, Andy.
So, and rabbis. What was
once
the
upon
thing
a time
that
in that I gave Jeff Garland a unicorn yarmulke in the middle of all that Michigan.
My God.
I'm writing this down.
I'm sure he does not have it.
Garland is going to know exactly who you are. Okay, so we've got formerly platinum blonde from the Philippines, and we've got someone who taught social media to rap stars and rabbis.
Yes, rock stars and rabbis. Yes,
rock stars and rabbis. And Burger King, would you like to say hello to Andy?
Hello, Andy.
Hello, Burger King.
And for legal reasons, Paul, we say that this is not the actual Burger King from the commercials. We don't know.
This is, by the way, can I just say you all knocked it out of the park with these costumes. Holy crap. This Burger King face is scaring me, and it is amazing in every way.
And Burger King, what is an interesting fact about you?
Well, now it's not as interesting after I heard those, but I love evil clowns.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You love evil. What about evil clown? Like, why evil clowns?
They're so cute. They're misunderstood.
All right, Burger King, can I ask you one question? I've probably brought this up on the show before. I know I talked about it to Sir Lee, who's in the chat dropping some hot news, by the way. Sir Lee just dropped that Betsy DeVos just resigned.
Wait, Betsy DeVos resigned? Yes. Oh, show's canceled, guys.
Everyone getting out just a couple days before. All right, so we'll strike that from the record. But here we go. So Burger King, you like evil clowns. Have you seen the movie Clown, where a man gets the spirit of an old clown suit in him and starts murdering people in his town?
Yes.
It's a weird movie, right?
I was delighted by it.
Wow. Burger King is so dark, but maybe Andy is too. We don't know. We don't know.
This is great. I feel like we have some great contestants for Andy here. Rob, how do you want to get it going?
Well, Andy, normally on the rip-off TV version, you ask the same question to each of them, and I have some questions, or if you would like to just ask some questions, they will go down the line and answer them. So whatever you would like to do.
I think a good mix. I've definitely got some questions for them, but I'd definitely be interested in hearing your questions. And I have some questions that are specific for each of them.
Oh,
so,
wow. Andy's coming prepared. You see? It's a
and also
brought him some power.
And also, Paul, we're not going to do this for fucking an hour,
no,
right?
This is going to be, we're already more than halfway through.
Okay, great.
Oh, well, then I better get to it.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, we'll start with the Unabomber. If you could remove one movie franchise from existence, what would it be and why?
Ooh, great job, question, Andy. Great question.
Easy. Twilight.
Wow, I like that. All right, Twilight.
I don't need to explain it, do I?
No, Unabomber.
No,
Unabomber.
I like
Unabomber.
Okay, follow-up question though. Would we still get Robert Pattinson in The Lighthouse?
Oh.
Oh, so you're saying like that would erase somebody? Like,
no, I don't think so.
Do you think his career would exist without the Twilight series?
Yeah, he wouldn't die.
Well, he wouldn't die, but would he become?
His career might have.
Marketable is the question.
Alternate timeline, and he ends up in an Avenger movie.
Boom.
Yes,
right, I like it.
Unabomber.
I'll allow it. Good answer.
Unabomber is hitting it out of the park. Okay, so you got to go down the line, right? So you want to do that for Catface?
Yeah, Catface. Same question.
I have suddenly forgotten all movie franchises
James
that
Bond,
exist.
Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Star
Fast
Trek.
and Furious.
Yeah, Fast and Furious.
Anything with a sequel. Back to the Future.
Crank.
Jaws.
Land Before Time.
I will take The Land Before Time. Everything else is too much meaning, but The Land Before Time, it's out of here.
Wow.
Land Before Time. Did not see that one coming. Don Bluth's favorite, but that is gone, stricken from the record. You're going to stick with the Pixar dinosaur movie that no one saw.
Okay, over to Burger King.
All right, Burger King.
Same question.
Same question.
Do we need 2 Cars movies?
Ooh,
Do we
killing the Cars franchise, which would kill the Planes franchise, I think, as well.
Cars talking? No.
Okay.
Burger King. I got kids. I got 1 kid. Wait, how many kids do I have? I have 1 kid.
You have 1 kid. I have 2 kids. But I will say that Cars was very popular in our house for a while, and now it's fallen. It's fallen, and we've not gone back to it.
I agree with Burger King. I agree with her. Great
People
job.
are upset that I said
Andy,
that would also kill off the Planes franchise, but really, if
no.
you're watching,
Andy, can I do a question on your behalf?
Please do.
Okay. Catface, if we weren't in quarantine and we lived in the same town, me being Andy, what would be a fun date that you would like to take me on?
Oh my gosh. We would get on the CTA and we would take the train down to Chinatown. We would get dim sum and then take the train back. I guess the only improv, there's not a lot of improv left in Chicago. But we would go see like a ETC show at Second City or something in Old Town and then go to the bar across the street to wrap it up.
Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Andy, I got to just clarify. Are you in Chicago?
I'm not. I'm in Minneapolis.
So Catface, you just pinpointed yourself. You are in danger right now. Now Andy knows. Andy now knows that you live in the Chicago metropolitan area. So
only a 6-hour drive.
Hey, that's not bad. And I feel like that's a normal drive for Midwesterners, right? I feel like that's like
okay. Unabomber, same question. What would be a fun date if you and Andy lived in the same town?
Well, now that we can't really give away where we live, that kind of
you can.
If you're comfortable with it, if you can give it away, we don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Okay. Go for a walk or a bike ride around Stanley Park and then maybe have some dinner, head up to the mountains and take in the view from the mountains on the city lights, maybe some fog settling in.
Ooh.
This sounds like, where's Stanley Park? Is that Vancouver, Scheer?
I think Chicago.
Yes.
Right? Oh, Vancouver. Nice.
The Unabomber's in Vancouver. Andy, how far of a drive is that?
Several days, I'm guessing. Never been to the Pacific Northwest, though I hear it's lovely.
All right.
Okay. He sounds like a murderer. He sounds like a murderer. Okay. Burger King, same question. What would be a great date for you and Andy in your hometown?
Probably an escape room that's not in his basement.
Okay.
And then we head to my favorite dive bar where I take over the jukebox with my playlist that makes everybody dance.
Oh,
okay. I gotta know what's on that playlist.
Yeah, we got to hear it.
Oh, well, you got to play to the masses. You start with some Easy Lover, then you bring it into turn your love around. You know.
Okay, I like this. All right.
It varies.
So you are trying to get people up on the dance floor.
Well, just to sing along.
Okay, all right. I like it.
And then you have to play certain songs for the bartender and she'll perform.
Whoa, okay.
Paul, I just got a text from the Fox television network that they're picking up the show.
Oh,
they're picking up
this
the
is
show
already, and we're not even done.
No, but the show is live now on Fox.
We're live on Fox. Okay, so Andy,
it's called The Masked. It's called The Masked Murderer. The show is called The Masked Murderer.
I want to ask you both a question about escape rooms. You can both answer this, and then I'm going to have a question as Andy. What is the key to a great escape room in your mind?
I would say you got to have a good theme to it.
Okay.
It can't just be disconnected puzzles and stuff. You got to have a good overall theme, but it's also you got to make the players feel smart. You got to make them feel like they didn't just sit there doing a math puzzle. You got to make them feel clever for finding the answer.
So are you saying dumb it down in certain parts to lift up the spirits of your players?
A little bit, but you just got to have solutions that, give them that aha moment.
I like that. And Burger King, by the way, I've just found out that I've been replaced on the show by Ken Jeong, the Fox show. So this would be the last couple of moments I'll be here. But Burger King, what about you? What do you think is a great escape room? What makes a great escape room?
You need communication, so you're not all doing the same things, and you need to sideline the weak players.
Wow, I like that. Wow. I like that competitiveness.
I like Burger King. That's interesting.
Here's a question I have, an Andy question, and we'll do maybe one or two more. All right, so contestants, Andy wants to know if someone says or does this, I'm out. What is something that someone could say or do and you're like, don't care about anything else? I'm out. And obviously, let's take away the big ones like murder or...
Wait. So you're saying what could Andy do that these women would be like, forget it, I'm out?
Yeah, something that just is like...
Aside from things I've already done tonight, based off the chat, it seems I'm not too popular.
I can't see the chat. I wish I could see the chat.
People are liking you in the chat. I'm seeing the good chat stuff.
Andy, you're gonna be fine, Andy.
Okay, what do we can go down the line. Let's go. I'll start with Catface. Catface, what is something if someone says or does, I'm out?
Oh man. Any of the pictures of like dudes with dead animals on their Tinder profiles holding a fish they caught. That's a very Midwestern problem.
No,
guys
I
holding
get that.
Fishes.
No posing with animals that you have hunted and killed.
Yes.
That is Cat Lady, Cat Face. Great. I love that. Great answer.
So Cat Lady.
Yeah.
So Cat Lady, let me just drill down. So Don Jr., you're not going to go on a date with Don Jr., it sounds like.
I am not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Right.
He's not, not geographically desirable.
Sure.
And
otherwise.
Also the murder stuff.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Unabomber, what would cause you to say I'm out?
Using any of the words like leftist or do the research or wake up, sheeple.
This is an amazing crop of people.
What a great answer. That's a great answer.
All right. I like it. This is great. Burger King. What makes you go?
3 words.
Yeah.
3 words. I'm a Scientologist.
By the way, that is, every one of these things has been great, but everything that you all have said, I get it. It's not like, they fold their towels like this.
Yeah.
It's like if someone says this,
I don't know. Andy was noticeably quiet on a couple of these, Scheer. I think we were laughing. Andy was not laughing along with this. So we don't want to drill down yet. We'll let them sort that out.
But Andy,
I'm in the middle of trying to make a very difficult decision here. All 3 of these women are fantastic so far.
Yes.
And I'm racking my mind like, okay, that was a great answer. The last one was great too. I mean,
these are quality contestants.
Paul, I gotta say, Paul, you did a great job vetting these people, making sure that Andy, we hope, is not a murderer.
Yeah.
And also just not letting Andy know where they live, because then, who knows what would happen.
We love Andy. Andy is a very big, everybody here is actually very big on the Discord, and we appreciate all of that energy on there. I'm going to say this though, Andy, because as we wrap it up here, get one person off. One of you are going to have to kill the camera. Or
oh my God.
One of them right now.
We got to kick them off?
We got to kick off
somebody?
We're kick
already?
Off one, ask one more question, and then we're going to pick.
Okay, one more question, Andy, and then one more question, and then we kick somebody off, or kick someone off now?
Kick somebody off now, then one more question, maybe a speed round.
This is a Sophie's choice halfway through the round. I don't know.
Oh my God, Paul, we got to clear this with Fox.
I know. Well,
I love cats. I think the Unabomber had a lot of great points, but unfortunately, I'm trying to give up fast food, trying to lose weight. So,
all right,
Burger
King, Unabomber. You are wait, did Burger King go or Unabomber go?
Oh my God.
Burger King's gotta go. I'm trying to give up fast food.
Wow.
Oh my
God. Molly pulled a Paul and just got. Do we want to reveal Burger King? Birkin, get back in here.
No, we can't.
Okay, that's it.
We
No,
can't.
forget it. Leave him out.
For her safety. For her
safety.
safety.
Right, for her safety.
For her safety.
I guess
Wait, no, we should. Let's do it. No, we should.
Right.
We should.
Birkin, if you want to reveal yourself, you can. If you don't, we'll pull you out. Yay!
Burger King!
All right. Sorry, Burger King. You had some amazing answers.
It really did. This was not an easy decision, and it really came down to just trying to lose weight.
Okay.
Andy, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Andy. Sorry.
Okay, I know. It's cliche.
All right,
January,
well,
everyone's
I appreciate you. Thank you. I will not reveal your name, but I know who you are. There we are. Okay, we're down to 2. Rob, should we do
Paul,
speed
we got to
round or
do
what
something. We got to send these people a T-shirt. Do we have a T-shirt, or we don't even have T-shirts?
We don't have we don't have merch. We'll get merch. We'll get merch eventually.
Merch. Okay, so now, Andy, another question from you. We have 2 remaining bachelorettes. We have Unabomber and Catface. Anything from your repertoire, Andy?
Well, this one's less of a question, but music was mentioned earlier.
Oh my God.
And so I want you to give me 15 seconds of your best karaoke song.
Wow. Okay, this is a tough one because some people don't like to do this.
Oh, I would not like this.
But I do. So that's important to me. I love
this
karaoke.
is a great. Well, then that's a great thing. All right, here we go.
Let's
I
start
will
with
let you
Catface.
guys decide who wants to go first. Is it Catface or Unabomber?
Or yeah, you can decide if one of you's ready.
15 seconds? That's a long time.
So much singing.
I know.
Just do a quick chorus.
What about 10 seconds?
5. Yeah, 5.
However
to 10.
much of the song you're comfortable with doing. How about that?
All right.
Okay,
Look, he's
Catface.
amenable, people. That's a good sign.
Angelical cats, angelical pop, da 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 da, angelical something, angelical da 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 da, angelical da da.
Yes,
I don't.
Catface.
That's all I know.
Catface.
Yes,
from Cat.
Catface.
Andrew
Yes.
Lloyd Webber. That was awesome. And
Catface. Catface just gave Andy a big fuck you, and I'm on board with it.
I loved it. I love that Catface just jumped in. Unabomber, do you have a little bit of song in you?
I guess so. Yeah. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh,
living on a prayer. Yes.
I'm sorry, that's all I can do.
That was
great.
awesome, Unabomber.
That was great. And I'm going to now ask Andy, because you put them on the spot, we're going to put you on the spot. Give us a 5 or 10 second song. What do you got?
Well, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Paul, I almost want to cut him loose right now. I am furious. The presidents of the United States of America, is that who that was?
That was the Proclaimers.
Oh, the Proclaimers. Whatever. Fucking shit.
Proclaimers, you do Fine Young Cannibals, right? One album, that's all they had. Okay. Do we want to ask one more question, Rob, or do we want to? What do you think, Rob?
They're the pride of Scotland.
That was great. Paul, I got to say, man, this is going better than I thought. So, do we want to? Should we just? He should just choose, right?
You think choose, maybe like how about?
He has to kick someone else off.
Right.
They'll reveal themselves if they feel comfortable.
Question. Do we want? How about one from the chat? From the chat, I'm going to look if there's one.
Oh, okay, great idea. One question from the chat. Look at the cat!
The cat's become real.
Catface has a real cat. We know more about her.
All right. Somebody ask a question here. Let me see. All right. Here, people are just putting cat in the chat. There's no questions. This is a great one. Great question. When are you the most awake? In the morning, in the afternoon, or at night? That's a great question.
From the chat.
I think that's a really good one to get to know somebody.
Is that for the Unabomber?
That is for both. Yeah, for both. When are you most awake?
So Unabomber, when are you most awake? In the morning or at night?
At night.
Night.
I can easily stay up. I have a hard time waking up early.
I like that. Okay.
Great answer.
Unabomber?
Great answer. No, that was
Unabomber, sorry.
Right?
Sorry.
Catface. Catface and real life cat lover.
Yeah, also a night owl.
Night owl.
Mornings are rough.
Interesting. Okay.
All right.
Andy, it's that part of the show. It's a difficult decision, but you got to kick one of these lovely ladies off the show and say thank you, but no thank you. You got to say, I'm out.
Man,
Paul, sorry, Paul. Do we have any music for this?
Rob, you're asking too much of me. This is enough. I got these faces up here.
All right,
I'll give you some music like this. Here, I can give you. Here, I can pull something up here. Hold on. Here, I'll give you this. Hold on, typing it in. All right.
Can I just say one thing before?
Yes, Unabomber.
Canada.
Oh,
Canada,
wow.
right?
I'm in Canada.
She's in Canada, Andy. Okay, there's no COVID. There's no Trump. There's no MAGA. You can live safely with the Unabomber. I mean, again, legally, I can't endorse this. Right. I'm just saying, if you guys want to meet up on your own, that can happen.
All right, so here we go.
Good point, Unabomber.
Here we go.
My decision, the one who has to go home, is Catface. My selection is the Unabomber.
Whoa!
Oh my God! This has never happened.
Wow.
Catface. Wait, does she want to reveal herself?
Molly, get Catface back in here.
Wait, we don't.
Molly's doing the Paul getting him out, and I love it.
Oh my God!
Catface, do you want to reveal yourself?
I will. Sure.
All right.
Hi.
Hey,
Catface!
Hey, Catface.
Hi.
When are you gonna take the mask off? You look like a cat.
Right.
Catface, did we already say where you lived? Oh, we can't say.
I'm in Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh yeah. Great.
I'm in Chicago. Yeah.
Catface,
thank you so much.
Awesome.
I'm sorry that we called you. I'm sorry we called you Catface.
And the
Catface
cat
is
comes
back.
in as if on cue.
I love it.
This is Spidey.
Spidey.
Spidey is 19 years old. He's from
Oh my
Durango,
God.
Colorado.
Wow.
And he loves Zoom.
Oh my gosh. It is.
What is the cat? Oh yeah, okay. Spidey. Oh my gosh.
Spidey's a great cat.
All right.
Awesome.
See you later, Catface. Here we are. Down to our final. This is it. All right. The
now,
big reveal.
Unabomber. Now, Paul, legally, we cannot endorse that these two people ever meet because
Correct.
of us. Because if who knows who one of them might be a murderer, and
Here's
we don't
what
want that
this
on
is
our.
what Rob and I always say whenever we've done this on stage. We leave it up to the contestant, not the bachelor, the contestant, to reach out to the bachelor or bachelorette. It is up to, if the Unabomber wants to continue it, and it could be a million reasons why they do, a million reasons why they do not. It's up to them. Everyone's on Discord. Everyone knows each other. This is all fun. We're having a good time. But that's what we want to say. We want to keep it safe.
If they both reach out to you, Paul, then you will connect them. Is that correct?
Well, they're connected on Discord. They're going to know each
they
other.
are.
They're going to know.
Okay.
But that's okay. Because I
Unabomber, do you want to reveal yourself, or would you like to remain mysterious?
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yes! The Unabomber!
Yeah, the Unabomber!
More beautiful than I even imagined.
How is everything in Vancouver, Unabomber?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better than in other places.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little bit wet and cold up here, but all the rest.
That's Vancouver.
Look, already the chemistry is flying off the chart.
So much chemistry. This is awesome.
You guys were both amazing.
Yeah, you guys were great. I hope that if you guys want to meet or connect, you do. If you don't, please don't. But it seems like there could be some kids in the future. I don't want to jump the gun.
If you can make the drive, there can be some kids in the future.
I should probably mention, if it's deal breaker, I don't want kids.
Okay. Either way. That was me. That was me. I said that. Okay. I'll leave that.
My sister's got 3 great kids. I'm fine being an uncle.
Okay. Oh yeah, I've got lots of friends with kids. They're yeah.
Great. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for being on the show.
You guys are great. Bye. Oh my gosh, great job. They bonded. They bonded over the. Where's Rob? Oh, there he is. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get Rob back in here. Hold on. I gotta get my gallery view back on. All right, there. They bonded over hating children. What a beautiful way to end.
It was really beautiful, and that is something that we can all agree on, that kids are terrible people.
All right, Rob, we are ready for our special guest, Molly. I don't know if he is in the chat already.
No, sir. No,
Okay.
he's not.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
That's all right. That's
yeah,
all
we'll
right.
just say, yeah.
Well, I got to say that for the first time doing that bit, it went way better than I thought. And I actually think that your idea of having them wear disguises, that was really smart.
Look, I had a lot of help in that Discord about how to do all of this stuff. And I will take I'll take all the help that everyone has given me, from how to fix my camera lighting to all of this. But I
hope that the Unabomber and Andy, I mean, I'm sort of already imagining their future. You know, I'm invested.
I thought they had something there, and he made that joke, and she laughed at it, and it didn't feel forced. And you know,
also, I gotta say, Andy, I was giving him shit. I was making fun of him. I didn't like the song that he sang for karaoke, but he clearly took a shower and dressed up for the occasion, which I thought was nice. You know
what? It was a beautiful connection. I thought they were all smart and they were all funny, and I appreciate them all. I appreciate them all actually for even just showing their face on the internet. Like, honestly, at this point, like that's a big deal. Like, you know, to get up here and be like, I got to now be exposed to us. They did a great job.
Yeah. If you want to do this in the future,
we have a whole channel set up on our Discord where you can kind of
we shouldn't do it every. We won't do it
every week, but we will be able to pick from there. Right now, if you were in the Discord, you would see, you basically all know who I picked, because I was just trying to get we needed 4. We got about we had to make sure the right numbers. But get into Discord, you'll see how it's going. Rob, it was my wife's birthday this week. My wife's birthday.
Oh my God! Did she get my gift?
I don't think so. Did you?
We sent a Christmas tree, an older, partially used Christmas tree that we had just.
Just seems like
that had been in our home.
Seems like that may have been your garbage.
No, it's very important to us. We always. Want other people to enjoy our Christmas tree.
Yeah, no, that just seems like you were getting rid of it, and you just should have left it out in the trash. Like, I left mine out.
Anyway, did she have a great birthday?
You know, look, you've had a birthday in quarantine. Your wife has had a birthday in quarantine. Yeah. It's a tricky needle to thread, because you can't really do anything. Yeah. And so you have to kind of find ways to do something that's special. And what made it all the worse is, you know, we had Christmas, we had New Year's, or New Year's Eve, I should say, and then we had birthday, all within about a week and a half of each other. So that's a lot of how do we make the kitchen look a little bit different to make this day a little bit more exciting for you? Kind of a thing.
And what do you get your wife a gift, or is it more just like, hey, look, I know it's terrible, but we're in the pandemic, so I didn't get you anything.
Believe me, I'm not going to not get gifts. I got gifts, got a lot of thoughtful gifts.
Can I guess? Because we haven't talked about this. Can I guess at what you got her? And I don't know that intimately what your relationship is like with your wife, but let me just guess.
Yeah, go for it.
A Frisbee.
I got her.
I knew it. She loves the beach. Yes. She loves
I got
sports.
her, and I don't want to get too in the weeds about this, because I am like kind of a big Frisbee person. It's a Frisbee where it's more, the center is not really there. It's more of a big circle. I don't know if you ever.
Oh, it's an aerobie. Those are called aerobies.
Yeah, I didn't want to drop that name on everybody. Yeah, but it's a aerobie.
Yeah.
And so she was so excited about that aerobie. So excited that when she opened it, she just didn't say anything. She looked at it, and she looked at me, and she said, "Really? Really?" And then she was like so overwhelmed. She's like, "What the fuck is this?
Started
crying. Fuck is this?" And she couldn't even contain her energy.
Yeah.
She just left the room, because I think she was going to just get so upset about it. Yeah, it's because it was too personal.
The perfect gift.
Yeah.
The perfect gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Great job.
Thank you so much.
Was she, can I ask, and I don't know how old June is, but because in my mind, she is, and I'm not being sarcastic, timeless.
Oh, Rob.
Timeless.
Thank you for saying that.
But in her personally, can I ask, because, I've dealt with this also, Was she anxious about the birthday? Was it a big birthday?
It was not a big birthday. Thankfully, we had a big birthday last year. 75 years young she turned last year.
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Birthday, yeah.
Jeez,
yes.
June looks man. She looks fantastic.
I married up. So she turned 75 last year. I will say this. I'm so happy. And I saw somebody in the chat say that they turned 40 in quarantine. Those big seminal birthdays are tricky, but we all know, and I'll say this to everybody who has had that, you get to make up. You will all do it next year. We'll all do it when it's all safe. You get a mulligan on that one.
Yeah, my wife had a big one during the quarantine, and in a way, it made it easier because I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I do.
Because if you do it and everyone's like going crazy and you just turned a certain age, then people, it kind of marks it too hard. So I think not having to celebrate that one was a little bit better, maybe.
I will say this, that one of the best parts of this has been really simplifying what these nights are like. We had a great New Year's. What did you do for New Year's?
You know what, man? We didn't do anything. We tried to watch Anderson Cooper. We used to love watching. Honestly, I loved Kathy Griffin when she used to fuck with Anderson Cooper.
So
like,
funny.
I thought that was funny and interesting. Now with
it's not as fun. It's Andy Cohen.
Look, man, and I'm a fan of Andy Cohen. I do think he's great. But
amazing.
That particular thing, but that particular chemistry on New Year's is not what I'm looking for. She had a great way of fucking with Anderson Cooper because he's such a, he's kind of a stiff guy. He's a great reporter, but he comes from the Vanderbilts. He's very rich. So she does a funny thing of like giving him shit all the time and talking down to him. So that's really funny. So to watch Andy Cohen and Anderson isn't quite as interesting to me, but so that's what we did. We tried to watch some of that, and then we ended up flipping around I went to the Joel McHale, Ken Jeong one on Fox.
Wait, that is
where
thing?
Craig Robinson. Yep. Joel McHale and Ken Jeong were ringing in the new year on Fox.
Oh.
And Craig Robinson was playing with his band, and Craig Robinson was checked out of it. It was great.
Man.
They were like, oh, okay. They were like, all right, Craig. And Craig was like, what's up? And they're like, all right, Craig, are you having Happy New Year? And Craig was just like, how much longer? Like, it was not.
This is like, so you were talking about something that is one of my favorite things, which is like these shows where they're trying so hard to like create a new thing. And I'm going to show you something. I'm pulling it up just see if I can find the right thing. I think this is right. Okay. I have the worst New Year's show ever. And it was sent to me by a good friend who also enjoyed it, because what I love watching is when it goes bad, because they've put a lot of people on live TV that have never done live TV. They don't know how to keep it going. And there's all these miscues and they haven't rehearsed, didn't like J-Lo like forget the lyrics to Old Lang Syne. Like there's like all these weird things. Oh, by the way, someone's saying that they watched the Fish live stream and took acid. Great. What I did, by the way, was very simple. I did something that was really fun. I decorated our kitchen like a club. I got like these cool, these like, I don't even know. You hung them over the door and you'd walk through. It was like almost like glittery garland.
Human fingers.
Yes, human fingers. I got a bunch of human fingers. And by the way, we are waiting on Jeff Garland, who is just MIA now, but who said, can't wait. And then this happened.
By the way, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff thought it was not today, but tomorrow.
He literally texted me, I'll do it. And I was like, great. Well, here's the Zoom code. And he was like, I love you. And then that has been it. But we'll see. So I decorated the kitchen. And then what I did was I ordered a bunch of small things from some of our favorite places. And I made a buffet of
that was smart.
Like Dave's Hot Chicken and some sushi. This place, Shappy's Pretzels out here, which is awesome. Okay. But I want to do this with you right here. I think I can share a screen, and let's see if this will work. Okay, Molly, can you give me share screen access here? Because this may be a great way to do it here. Hold on one second.
You should be able to.
All right, thank you. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna sharing right now. All right, so this is, you can see it, Rob, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Jamie Kennedy from the Jamie Kennedy Experiment, hosted a New Year's Eve show in 2012, and just enjoy.
I think I remember this.
All right, let's see if this is working. Is it going on?
Yeah,
Is it moving for you?
Yep. Yeah. It's playing.
Yes, but in the Twitch they can't see it now.
Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, sorry, the Twitch can't see it. Oh, I wonder.
You can take it out, so I don't need to see it. If you want to play.
I'm wondering. All right, if you don't need. Okay, hold on, everybody. Oh, I understand why. Okay, hold on. God damn it! I thought this was gonna go flawless. Let's see. Can I do this?
You're doing great.
Can I do this?
Paul.
Here we go. All right, everybody. Now you got it.
There's a lot of porn on your computer.
The efficiency. It's a big deal.
Come on, man. Don't fucking give me shit, dude.
Can other people see it? I can't see it.
There's no camera alert to work on the show. Right here, Roman, right here. Where's our camera guy? It's called Fairly Odd Christmas. Okay. As a live action.
Where's our stage manager?
Jamie, don't talk into the mic. They can hear you.
You ready to go? All right, welcome back to 2013. Let's check in with Stu Stone, who was with Shannon Elizabeth.
Hey, everybody, we are live. It is New Year's Eve here in Hollywood. I am here with the beautiful Shannon Elizabeth. Shannon, it is awesome to have you here. Hollywood, New Year's Eve. Thanks for spending it here with us. Tell everybody what is going to happen in 2013 with you.
Oh, I'm so excited 2013's here.
The Jalapeno Turkey Burger, new at Carl's Jr.
Just cutting hard to commercial, no camera work. Here you go.
It's supposed to be Stu. Are we back? Are we back? All right, going green never looks so good.
We're gonna throw things over to Jamie. Jamie, what's going on over there? Are you jealous that I'm hanging out with a hot Playboy model and a really hot burger?
Actually, it's me, Jesse Stu Stone. I wish I was Jamie Kennedy. But you know, all of this green stuff has Jamie acting a little bit different. You'll see what I mean. Check this out.
It is, I mean, and it goes on for about another couple minutes. It is such a train wreck. This is one of my favorite dumb things here. Hold on, let me pull you back in.
I love shit like that because it reminds me of like how difficult it is to do those shows where you're live and you just have to keep it going no matter what. And I remember that reminds me of, do you remember when you hosted, I know you do, you hosted the Streamies out here?
Yes.
Like, the first time.
I'm trying to get us back to our full.
That's right.
All right. No, give me 1 second. I'll just pop us in. I think this is going to work. Okay. Hold on. I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared for this showing the video. All right. Stopping video. No. Starting video. Stopping share. All right. There we're back. Okay. We're back.
There we are. Just when I remember, that reminds me of when you hosted the Streamies in LA. I think it was the first time they'd done the Streamies and it was all live and same kind of thing where I don't know if there had been much rehearsal and just every single thing that could go wrong went wrong. I remember you backstage. They didn't know that your mic was open and you were talking to someone. You were like, guys, where the fuck is the net? And and that was broadcasting live.
The Streamies was a disaster of epic proportions. It was an internet, like a YouTube Academy Awards, and they decided to take it from like a lounge to a giant theater like the size of the Oscars. And I remember that if I had a clip of it, I would show it to you. People are like, show it. And I'm sure it exists. I actually think they took it down. Dick Clark was like, we're going to go and produce this. And there was red carpets and they were doing all this sort of stuff. And I remember going, well, we need to rehearse the bits. And they said, well, no, you can't get on stage. I was like, what do you mean we can't get on stage? You're like, because I was prepared. We were ready to go. And we weren't allowed on stage ever. It was a crazy YouTube crowd, which is like, so you have like families who are making video blogs and then you have like makeup influencers and you have this weird crowd, like almost like the ESPYs where they're all kind of in the same pocket, but not the same. And before the show, I was running my monologue with our head writer, and they just had my mic open. So everyone watching the stream at home just heard my monologue, but then the people in the theater didn't. And then they had like a big dance number, and then their mics weren't on. The director quit in the middle of the show. And then it was one of those moments where I also found out that everything that we do is maybe more offensive to a larger audience, because that was like, didn't you play like a porn star came out, and we had, tons of bits.
You guys, I think you guys wrote a bit for me where I came out as a porn director.
Yeah, you were winning.
And I was so excited to be winning a Streamy award. And like, I think all of my stuff was like so X-rated. And you could tell, you know, it's just one of those things. It's like, you could just tell like people were like, oh, my kids are here. Like, this is not cool. This guy's talking about, you know.
If I could find it, I would play it. Like, I feel like what I was doing was the building was on fire, and my job was to just get people out, but I needed to stay standing in the fire. Like, I could not escape the thing. So it was like, go back out there. And I'm like, filling time, doing all this. It actually became really fun for me. I think where I took the biggest ding was I insulted some of the YouTubers with my opening monologue, which, because it wasn't as reverential as they wanted it to be. But I think, isn't that like part of what the monologue does? Like, doesn't Chris Rock just kind of like have fun with?
Yeah.
But it was.
Well, what's funny to me about that New Year's stuff is that those network shows, it seems like they don't understand that people are watching that.
Yeah.
Like, it feels so loose and so underproduced. But like, people are kind of like, I don't have anything to do. Like, I'm not, especially during COVID, like no one's going anywhere. Everyone's just going to, out of habit, turn that on. They're going to go to CNN, NBC, see fucking Ryan, what's his face. And, you know, they're just like,
that's by the way, when you get more respect
like,
for him. Like, I do. Like, you're like, oh, Ryan Seacrest can keep it going. Like, he can, like, it may not be the funniest, best thing, but it's functional.
Yeah. It's funny to see the ones that kind of don't really plan shit. And I don't know. There was one a few years ago on CNN where I remember this woman, you know how they, before COVID on CNN, they would just cut around to different parts of the country. And like, they're like, well, they're still partying down in the Florida Keys. And whoever the correspondent was down in the Florida Keys was fucking drunk. It was so funny. She was like, hey guys, I'm down here in the Florida Keys. And you're just like, wow, she's on international television right now.
Well, that was like Don Lemon getting drunk. And that's the weird thing about CNN to me, is that these are not entertainment personalities. I mean, they are, I guess, in some way. But like, I don't want to like be bringing in the new year with Rachel Maddow. I want her to be telling me like, what the hell is up. But, you know, like, so all of a sudden, like when Don Lemon is in his kitchen making cocktails, I'm like, wait a second. I don't want to like...
We're supposed to get to know these people on a personal level and like appreciate their sensibilities. Yeah, it's kind of.
And by the way, they're the best people to go live. I mean, I was watching Chris Cuomo last night, like up until like 4 a.m. Like, you know, he's just like barreling through, going through, and they can keep everything going. But when it's supposed to be entertainment, it's harder to do because there's like no outs. And I also think that there's like a cocksureness of everybody like, oh, I got this. I got this. It's I remember.
Sorry, Paul, I would never do this, but I did just get another fan. Fan
go
letter.
for it.
And this is from Andy, who was the contestant on the dating game that we just had. Said, hey, Rob. Hey, Paul. This is Andy. Just wanted to say thank you so much for having me on the show. You guys have helped me out so much during the pandemic. I can't believe it. Rob, I love your acting. I loved you in the Mark Ruffalo HBO show. I loved you in I Love You Man, Children's Hospital, Transparent, just fucking all your shit. Paul, if he's asking, tell him I don't really know what he is from. I guess he was some TV shows. I don't follow fantasy football, so I don't know. I don't know Best Week Ever. He didn't. I'm not going to mention Best Week Ever. That was a long time ago. Jeez. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys that I got engaged to the Unabomber, and we are now living in Vancouver, and we have
so quick
3 kids named Rob and Paul.
Oh my gosh,
that's awesome.
Rob, I'm sorry, I just got this. You hold on one second. I got a telegram. Okay, yeah, I'm live. We got a telegram here from Western Union.
Oh my God.
Oh, Rob. It's from Vancouver. It's from the Unabomber. It says help, trapped in basement, Puzzle's too hard. Can't get out. Theme is great though. Really enjoying it. And then writes like in like italics. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer.
Oh,
Help
no.
me.
Oh no. Paul, what have we gotten her into?
What have we done? What
I
have we
don't know.
done?
I
We
think
are
we gotta-
responsible. We were responsible for this.
I feel like we got to pull the plug on the show.
Yeah,
Paul.
but that's it. You know what? You know what, Rob? I
We're
agree
not
with
gonna
you.
get-
We made
Jeff's not coming on, right?
No, not at this point. But this is we'll check in with everybody next week. But in the meantime, thank you all for being here. Rob, thank you for bearing with the tech. Everybody, thank you for our first dating game. Thank you to Jeff Garland, who was nice enough to agree to show up but didn't. And
everybody go to Jeff Garland's Instagram and say, Jeff, waited up all night on Twitch on Rob and Paul's show. Didn't see you.
And we will enjoy him. And always Neil Casey, one of the funniest people. Thanks to Neil for coming out to the show. Rob, Happy New Year. Thank you, Molly.
Happy New Year, buddy.
And thank you, Stevie, out there in the chats. We'll see you later, everybody.